We're here at the welfare hall, and as you can see, the exterior of the building is now largely finished. The timber cladding that's been done by our in-house team, the roofing, all of this has been done in a traditional way. These are nailed on, both the tiles and the exterior panelling. And so the building looks from the outside like it's quite close to finishing, but there's a lot of work still for us to do inside. So we'll go and take a look at that in a moment. But this is the first building on the 50s site to be largely complete on the exterior. And so it's really encouraging for the staff, for the visitors to see real progress being made, and it's the first of many that we're looking forward to opening over the next few years. So this is the main hall within the community centre. And you can see our joiners are completing the structure here. The building is an interesting mix of very traditional proper joinery and then some slightly modern twists. So one of the next things that'll go in here is the floor. And on top of this concrete slab, we'll build up the floor with the underfloor heating. And this is part of our district heating system using biomass. So again, burning wood chip to provide heating for the whole area. That's a really environmentally friendly way to provide heating for the building. And then on top of that, the sprung wooden floor that will allow groups to come in and dance on the floor without tiring their knees out. And the whole building really is a mix again of our traditional skills, our teams, and external contractors. So the roof above us, for example, was done by contractors, but in traditional techniques. This work's been done by our own team. The next phase of works after this joinery is the M&E first fix, so the plumbers, the electricians coming in to put in the main piping, the main cabling for the building, and then we'll start to follow in with the rest of the trades over the next sort of 6 months or so, looking to complete this building. You might be forgiven for not recognising this as the footings for an old Weardale farmhouse. And in this case, the work we're doing here is building up the groundworks to the bottom of the masonry levels that will be visible. And because the landscape has to sort of flow into the back of the farmhouse, we wanted to make sure there's a robust retaining wall at the back there, and it's easier for us to do that with these modern breeze blocks rather than using stone as the farmers traditionally would have. And this building's also quite an interesting one for me personally. This is the first building that I've set foot in its original location, and I'm now watching go back up again. And I remember a particularly cold January day with the architect measuring every room, every window opening and so on, to be able to do the early drawings of this. So to see it starting to go back up really is quite an interesting experience. So we're about to start work on the stone masonry itself. That will take several months. It's quite a slow process, having to go back through the original records, back to the original stones and make sure we're getting every block in the right place. That can't be rushed, it does take a lot of time. And we're also bound to hit some bad weather at some point because the conditions at the moment are so unpredictable. Although it's warm and sunny today, in a few months I'm sure we'll be seeing plenty of rain and snow again. So this will be an ongoing process, but you can already see the footprint of the building, and it won't be long before the building is very recognisable again as Spainsfield Farm.